some not the best things work out. Who can lock it in and take advantage?
Here we go. Let's play pickleball. Ooh. Very close. Jay's going to give it to him there, and he caught just the edge of the line here on Humana Championship Court.
I think he caught it. And there has been a lot of court time for Mr. Vich. So he has played some 3-set battles. He was rolling out some muscles in the previous match. So I hope the physicality of this match is not going to be an issue for him.
That goes wide, and if history is anything, the last time they played, it did go 3. So Vich won games 2 and 3 after dropping the first one 11-6. So we shall see. Very even matchup here.
Oh, just a bit too much side spin from Jay, but man, it just looks pretty. Even when he misses.
The one he looks so good.
2-0.
Yeah, so as I said with Jaume, 3 matches, all 3 games.
And there's the big man moving forward, and that's the key to his whole operation here.
Yeah, movement so important for him, and of course, as I called, both players love to dink and dunk and do some cat and mouse. They've just been ripping away early.
And the wind will play a role in how much of that we can even get to if you trust it enough. And a little kiss off the net. And if Martinez Vich can't track it down, nobody can. But going in that direction, you almost have no chance to go get it.
2-2.
Again, the wind is at the back of Jay Devilliers. Oh, and tagged your it there on singles doesn't happen very often.
And I hate to say this, but I'm already seeing it just a little bit from Jaume. Just a slight bit of hesitancy on that movement.
Nice job with the two-handed backhand down the line, so we will definitely keep an eye on that. Adam, we saw it throughout, as you mentioned, his last battle with Ben. And the big thing is this is not the progressive draw, so we're back to traditional pickleball where singles is all being played through the semis here today. And Jaume goes to the drop shot, and he used that very effectively in his win over Ben Johns.
Yeah, so maybe if you're possibly feeling it physically a little bit, just run your opponent ragged and get him in the same page as you.
Yeah, beat Geppetto and put him on a string. That's a beautiful spin right there from Martinez Vich.
Yeah, great deception, kind of forcing Jay into an awkward spot and just can't even get close to putting
and
a paddle on that ball.
How did he get the deception?
He just kind of held it, put that tip of the paddle down, held the wrist to the last second, and flipped through. We talked about that a couple times in the previous match, holding that front shoulder in to create some deception. You can also do that a little lower down the kinetic chain with your wrist and forearm, and he did it very well 2 points ago.
Oh.
Not from this angle. Can you rule?
I think it was called out. It was very close.
I agree with Jaume.
Yeah. He can certainly challenge it here on center. Live it looked out, but my goodness, Jay was staring literally right down the line and knows how he struck it. So we will get our first challenge of us being here. Don Stanley there, so Devilliers loses one of his 2 timeouts here in game 1. And Devilliers pays the price for a very not short drop shot. And Jaume's going to get to good ones. Average ones he's going to make you pay.
4-3.
4-3 for Martinez Vich. Great read from Devilliers.
Yeah, the stab on that initial backhand roll was great, but you can see Jaume He can go to all the spots. All these guys that can hit these backhands as well cross court, down the line as cross court is very impressive to me.
That is a pretty volley from Devilliers using that big 6'3" frame.
Yeah, I mean, I say it every time I call one of his matches, and I'll continue to do so. One of the best blends of athleticism and length out on tour.
That is a tremendous read by Devilliers. We got our first time at Jerry Point there, and it goes to the Frenchman.
Yeah, he did. He was moving well before contact, too. Phenomenal anticipation from the big man.
4-5.
A misfire on the return there, and Martinez Vich.
Opponent being not quite 100% physically.
So here we go, 5 apiece. And that's pretty. And you pay the price if you return cross court against a player like Devilliers.
Yeah, and it's one hand, two hand, whatever. And he had a couple up the line, one-handed, one two-handed earlier. This time he goes cross court. I think that's a better decision.
6-5.
Beautiful ATP there from Jay Devilliers, where that didn't even look like that was a shot he had available, and he just made it so cash and easy.
Silky smooth.
That's pretty from Jaume Martinez Vich right there, and desperately needed.
Yeah, and speaking of cash, Jaume, I mean, just smooth. Just a little drop volley. We'll put it to the open court. 3-shot combination, and I'm serving.
Yeah, you look like you're kind of out of position there, so I don't need to do anything magical.
5-7. Set out.
Yeah, sometimes the tape messes it up, and sometimes it lays a cookie up there. And Jay Devilliers, a nice job, not just slapping it to oblivion, staying locked in and focused on the ball and putting it to the open court.
Yep, beautiful chocolate chip there for Devilliers. I'm not sure that Martinez Vich deserved to get away with that one, but he did.
Yeah, and he's doing a variety of shots once he gets to the kitchen line to bring his opponent forward, which is a bit unusual from most of these players out here.
Usually suboptimal. Ooh. That is optimal.
Yeah, that is as optimal as it gets. Oh.
Terrific off the paddle. Good job by Devilliers. So Frenchman has great eyes as well here. Another drop shot. Oh, and Devilliers tried to sneak a little cut attack out of nowhere.
The slice attacks aren't real for you guys at home.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
don't do
it.
Do not do what he just did. I don't care if he's in a semifinal. Don't do it. Yeah, Martinez Vich it's like he's like, I'm going to make you have to hit another ball.
It's almost as if he's putting it to where he can just get it. Again, I would not recommend that at home.
There's a lot of fun things going on here. It's like he has calculated, if I just put it right there, he will run it down, but he won't do anything with it.
Right foot was on.
Oh, and there's the Don Stanley alarm clock foot fault call, excuse me, and
7-7.
Yep,
there
right
it is.
on there.
Half a big toe, that's all it takes.
And here comes Martinez Vich.
And he gets out of it because I really think fully fresh he would have ripped the forehand before, but somehow he gets back in position and rolls a backhand for a winner. He's managing his situation very nicely in game one.
There's a nice volley from Devilliers, and Devilliers, again, we talked about not getting ahead of yourself, but you know you have a slightly damaged opponent. The degree we don't know, obviously, but getting game one is massive. What a read from Martinez Vich there. He said, get that out of here.
Yeah, again, the anticipation from both players, really just kind of moving as they're making contact, or at times even before. Just really good stuff.
Yeah, because Devilliers tried the fake with pulling his body to the middle of the court, and that did not work. Nice response here. So who can play 3 or 4 solid points and grab game number 1?
7-8.
Man, these drop shots have been a thing.
Yeah, and I get a little update here. I believe that is actually a quad injury, not a cramping situation, Dave.
Great angle, and the side out fest continues.
Yeah, some really nice volleys up at the kitchen line from Jay Devilliers on the backhand side.
7-8.
And there's the cross-court backhand paying dividends again for the Frenchman.
And took just a little bit off to create some more spin. Great decision from him, putting it out of the reach of Jaume.
Same guy.
Pickleball in a nutshell right there, Dave. We've all been there.
8-8.
This guy right here for sure. That's pretty. So the use of the front of the court has been unique to this match here. Both players.
Yeah, they're really using all of it. And yeah, I'm maybe one player or another I've seen before, but both doing it and kind of being a point of emphasis. We got drop shots with slice and with top spin from both players. Very unique.
There's another one. And another one. Oh, and Martinez Vich had him.
Yeah, and these most players are hitting drop shots to win the point. That is not what these players are doing. They're hitting drop shots to set up the point or bring their opponents forward.
Devilliers noses in front. And another beautiful cross-court backhand. That pattern has served him very well, and he has a game point on that Vulcan paddle.
10-8.
Oh, no. Second misserve down the stretch here.
And it's not like he was patty caking both of those, but he was going for shape and really wasn't releasing on it. So those are tough misses.
Yeah, definitely with the wind at his back. Oh, no.
Point.
Miss serve, missed return. Got to flush all of that. And Jaume is smiling the whole time.
Shocking.
19.
Yeah.
Point.
Yeah, there was a little explosion forward there from Jaume. He dialed that in. He picked his spot up the line, and he was coming forward quickly.
And it's going to take more than 11 to win this one. And
some of the players, and that was a detriment to those players.
And it was this dude right here who fell into that. So here we go. 10 apiece. Does hit the serve.
Ooh, good look at the two-hander. And a great adjustment from Jay. That has been his best shot this whole match.
Yes.
He tried one, if not two, one-handers early. He's gone to two, and it's just been a great shot.
Great depth of return from Martinez Vich. Made that a little more difficult.
Speaking of depth of return, not good for Jay Devilliers on the next point.
So Devilliers had a game point, missed a serve, and now Martinez Vich has one. And that will do it. So didn't even have to do anything to save a game point, just stand there, and then rallies all the way back and takes game one.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
That worked out. Here we go. Oh, and he goes one with the cross court, and it looked just as good as the two-handed.
Well, he tried it in game one. It didn't work. He went two-hander. Let's see if he stays with one after that blistering passing shot on the opening point.
He does stay with it.
But that contact point, that's what it was. I mean, he was set. He was loaded to hit, and then oop, last second, not there.
Nope. Just wide.
Still, that's that inside out backhand from the middle of the court. I know he missed it by an inch, but I can't describe to you how tough of a shot that is to execute.
Yeah, because with the two-handed backhand, how much left hand you put on that and have to keep that in. Just missed that one. Good leave there. There you see the traditional all left-hand cross-court two-handed backhand, which is so much more fun to hit at. I mean, you get to swing through those. What in the world? what was that?
and then the no look back to his opponent backhand. And in the booth, Dave, we got an all one hand guy, me, and an almost all two hand guy, you. A lot of ways to get it done in this sport, guys.
Exactly. And the drop shot comes up short. Yeah, I love to say there's not a right way to play pickleball. There's a right way for you to play pickleball, and that's why we love this game so much and why it's on absolute fire. Ooh, that stays wide. So real nice response here from Devilliers, because when you go sit down and you had a game point and you missed a serve on it, that can be damaging.
No, yes. Yeah, and that's veteran. That's what helped having all these reps, all these hours on court, all these tournaments that you have played. Jay's not someone who's going to fall apart in that situation. I think some of these newer competitors might have fallen apart.
Just wide there.
Zero 4.
That's a well-struck cross-court forehand volley, and he hit it very hard, but not a lot of backswing. That's the perfect stroke from Jay Devilliers.
That sails deep, and it's 5-0 for Jay. The other thing to notice here is Martinez Vich short hopping returns. That can, again, keep an eye on the movement.
Yeah, that's what I do now because I get tired, Dave. So I don't think Jaume is going to get tired. I think it's for a different reason.
Yes. Yeah, it's just all the little cues that you have to pick up about what's going on with your opponent.
Yeah, and we'll see if Jaume possibly just kind of goes for broke in the second half of game two, knowing that he's not in a perfect position to just grind and battle all the way through. You know, he's going to stay in it mentally, but he knows with that game one in his back pocket.
Again, these short volleys, whether they're drop shots, that's a short cut angle. We saw Colin Schick do a lot of that as he rose to the occasion here. And
I mean, just 18 months, 2 years ago, that's the biggest no-no that you can do.
Why are you bringing it forward? What are you doing?
Interesting choice to take the second hand off from that position from Jaume.
Yeah, that's one I want, as I'm trying to hit a home run left-handed, literally, because that's what a two-handed backhand is.
5-0.
And now he's talking to Jay, and Jay, I think, is right to turn us back right now.
Yeah, I like it. A couple good points. The ball went under the bleachers, and you're like, I want that ball back.
We were having a damn egg hunt. Get every kindergartner in the city. See? See what happens? Adam, new
there
ball,
you go.
New ball, and guess who's on the board? I rest my case to the judge and jury.
1-5. Side out.
That's a good look. Right shot. Just failed on the execution, but I like everything he did in that point.
5-1.
Where are you going, Jay? Says Jaume in his head there. That was nice. You saw a little drop and crash there from Jay.
Yeah, it almost looked like his take back was to rip, and then he went with the slice drop. Very interesting. And, you know, some of the foot speed of Jaume, I think, maybe forced Jay to go up the line and not pull it cross court on that last ball. And Jaume got a sitter out of it.
That's pretty.
That's corner pocket stuff. You know, you keep it out. That man can't put a paddle on the ball when he's coming forward. You have hit your spot.
Side out.
Yeah, so we have full antics going on from Jaume here, and I think that serves him well. Jay's been stuck at 5 for a while. This is, even though he has a lead, this is dangerous. Now miss serve.
And Jay's kind of that guy. He likes to chat. He likes to, you know, he's a very social kind of guy. But I'm with you, Dave. I want him to stay locked in and not fall into it. Even if that's his buddy over there. I know Jaume's a player and fan favorite, but you can't let him do his little things that he does out there, and can't let it kind of maybe not bring you down, but boost him up.
There's the two-handed backhand.
Man, that is a lot of power and a very short backswing from Jay Devilliers. I really like the technique on that two-hander.
It's an in ruling. You can. If you don't make the call, the ball's in, you can challenge. But you can't get coaching. All right. Whoever, Dad.
He's got his dad over there.
6-2.
Wow, and that's one of those that it actually backfired on Jaume. First loose point he's played in a while, and Jay just needs to keep the pedal down to force the third game. Cross-court winner again, and a little lull in game 2, but Devilliers found it.
Yeah, I mean, rip up the line, cross-court roll. What a two-handed backhand combination from Jay.
Yikes. And now the question is how will, what's the interest in these last 2 points from Jaume?
No, left toe was on. Left toe was on.
Okay.
Yep. Point. Game point.
Alarm clock. No, he gives you the whole story, though. He tells you what. Jay is smart to just run up to the own now. 2 game points, 2 missed serves.
Much better cushion here in game 2, that's for sure. But I mean, I love Don. He is so into it, and when someone is that into it, it really resonates, and I love what he's doing out there.
Yeah, and it rubs off in the crowd, the players.
Side out, game point.
I mean, that's a layup drop volley, but either way, Jay has one of the best drop volleys in the game.
And as we suspected, we might see. We're down big. I got a quad injury, as you reported there.
He has to play his game, and he has to find some passing shots. That is going to be the key for me, is the passing shots and trying to avoid some of those dink and dunk points. Even though when... Oh, I thought the point was over. He kind of stuck. Gave him a target.
How great is that Jaume gave a target to a guy who actually got hit in his derriere at our first tournament of the year.
He did. By his partner.
By his partner, yes. So everybody loves the target there. Jaume. Jay chose not to return the favor as Pat Smith, his partner, hit him in our last match. Oh, that's clean.
Yeah, and it's too bad because Jaume is just so good at the extended points and the cat and mouse play, but right now he has got to find passing shots and try to win the quick points.
That is outstanding from Jaume, and his anticipation. He has to be even better with that because he's not moving perfection.
Right, you have to cheat just a little bit. So kind of knowing the patterns and what's going to happen is going to be huge when you're slightly hobbled.
Just wide there, and Yeah, and then went up and trained with Tyson McGuffin to get the mental part of this, the strategic part of this, and he has really brought that forward. And that's great from Devilliers. Risky return up the line, but it caught.
Yeah, I think maybe he was going for a short return, but wasn't trying for it to be that perfect.
Welcome to your living room, Jaume.
Perfect.
1-1.
And it came comedy hour there because Devilliers just popped up the one off there.
I was thinking line cross court. I wasn't thinking going right at the face, right at the moneymaker of Jay Devilliers.
It's a pretty face. Well, that stays in. I mean, I think Devilliers is going, this guy doesn't even look like he is giving it. I mean, he is absolutely giving it full effort, but it doesn't look like it.
And some of the putaways, too.
Yes.
He's just placing it at about 10 miles per hour to a certain spot.
Yeah, that's a great serve to start that out. And, again, the new serve rules in effect. We have had 0 calls, so the players have adapted.
2-2.
Again, that short angle volley, and you know that sprint across that had to hurt.
Yeah, maybe that could leak over into the next point. And yeah, perfectly played from Jay Devilliers.
Great job of covering the ATP after a gorgeous cut cross court from Martinez Vich.
But again, the ATPs I think might go a little wide, and Jaume's just got him on the string. He's got him on the string out there.
It's a puppet show for the kids. Come on, man. We're not shutting that down because the ball might land out in a semifinal at 2-all in the third. That's where 6-3 comes in handy, because I'd have been running as fast as I can to get that off the bounce.
Yeah, if I was Jay, that would have hit the court.
Yeah.
It would have hit the court and not even close from Jay. Perfect spot in the back corner.
Wow, nice hands. Twice. Oh, no, he did not. Jaume Martinez Vich. What a point.
He has his back to his opponent in one of the sharpest, most beautiful angles of the match. Look at this.
2-2.
I mean, that's remarkable. That is not remarkable, unfortunately, to follow it up.
And he didn't completely fool Jay, but Jay was a bit frozen. Yeah. So he had a decent amount of court to hit into, just pulled it wide.
He had about 5 feet of room there and just didn't catch it. And
that's 4 now for Jay on the serve.
Yeah, and 1 in the tape especially. Again, the wind is at his back, and we haven't talked a lot about the wind. I want to get your reason for why here.
I actually think it is not quite blowing as hard as it was for the women's match. The women's match was
crazy.
Wild. It was wild, and it seems a little more subdued for this particular men's semifinal.
3-2.
Drop shot winner number 7,310 in this match.
And when Jay hits that return, his percentages of winning the point go to 80+. So when he puts it that deep, it's just setting up the point so nicely.
And there's the one-handed backhand down the line that stays in.
Yeah, Jaume wanted to put the finger out, but he put the flat hand. He knows it caught the line.
Nothing hurts more than the flat hand.
Yes.
You hate it. It's like, oh man, that was it. He's just baiting you. Come on in, and look, down the line's open. Oh, no, it is not.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He wants you to hit it there, and he's going to hang out until you do, and then he's going to close that gap real quick.
Up, and now the movement forces Jay to go for just a little too much.
There's a couple really nice inside-in forehands from Martinez Vich, and about halfway through game 3 now.
Whoa, and Jay gets tagged in singles.
double body. So he goes backhand body first, and then he doubles up and goes body again.
And you see Jay takes a move to the forehand side, so misread that badly and has a tattoo to take home to show it.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting twice.
No.
Yeah, one-time body happens frequently in singles, but that time he doubled up, like I said, and wow, follows it up with a huge inside-out forehand.
By Oh Snap Pickling Company, and Oh Snap Jay Devilliers got to go now.
Nice crisp volley to the middle of the court from Jay, and that's a very nice start after the end change.
3-6.
Two beautifully constructed points.
Yes, I agree, but I am very impressed with Jaume managing this match. He is really getting the most out of this situation.
When that sails deep.
Yeah, it just did, and it's just wild to see Jaume kind of getting into a lot of the points he wants to. So he is a bit hobbled, kind of on his heels, and still kind of playing the points that he likes to play.
And we haven't heard a lot of Jay vocalizing in a positive way, so we'll see if he knows the opportunity. Now it's real. Now you're not going to switch ends anymore. Who's going to play their best down the stretch?
Point.
Just tattooed that inside-out forehand with side spin after a bit of a floaty return from Martinez Vich.
Yeah, and he certainly did not let him off the hook there within one. Just wide for Martinez Vich, and we are knotted at 6.
What a read on the short hop mid-court backhand was the one that set it up.
Ooh.
Yeah, he kind of went a little too low to high to create that extra spin. You have to balance it out low to high with through the court.
Oh, no doubles alley over there, Jay, and you're
like,
playing singles. What are you doing?
Jay, I was like, Jay, don't do it. Don't hit that ball.
Just because Jaume played an out ball doesn't mean you have to. Come on, Jaume.
No. That left too
Oh,
well.
and
Spun around. Yep.
so we get a foot fault, and Martinez Vich lives to talk about a point that he was absolutely done. Wow.
Unreal hands.
6-6.
They'll be playing doubles with C.J. Klinger. Look out for those two.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that pair. I think they could do some damage, and if I was a very, very high seed, I would not want to play that team.
Certainly not. So it is Martinez Vich. Sometimes you just need to ease back in front. So he's up 1 after watching Devilliers get the first 3 on the end change.
I mean, he's been trying to body him up so many times, he finally got one.
And the ability to hit precise shots in awkward positions from Martinez Vich has been really, really good here. Just barely. In fact, Devilliers was done. He's like, wait, I think I can get that one. And Jaume's like, yeah, you can.
Jaume, he's just swatting flies out there. Look at him. He's just having a good old time. Backhand, high backhand flip up the line.
And then cash. Ooh, that was bending and dying, but from this end of the court, that's going to be hard to keep in. Who can put 4 or 5 great points together?
Yeah, exactly right, Dave. This is when the X's and O's are a little less important. You've kind of already worked on that strategy throughout the match. It is all mental, all who wants it, all execution.
Just wide after a couple of ridiculous digs from Martinez Vich.
Oh, I'm loving this level, and it is this is so far from standard play,
yes.
and of course we love to see some variety and the differences in these players, and they have it all on display right now.
6-7.
I mean, stop it. Just stop it.
That is in the kitchen with the wind at his back. Unreal.
Just forget about it, Jaume. That's one of the best angles I've ever seen. And yes, sir, indeed. And he's got a 2 point.
So it's not just Arizona, Florida, and California anymore. In Utah,
it's everywhere. Oh, man. Martinez Vich gets a short return and had a great look at a two-handed backhand, but couldn't make it.
More depth, Jay. More depth.
Oh, my. Stares at the paddle after that because that was not a great return because there was a weird bounce for Martinez Vich.
Yeah, I think it's 2, if not 3 times on that similar shot. Jay has found the net. He has found the net, not wide or long.
Yeah, trying to roll that in. Just wide. The crowd was oohing and eyeing on that one, but it did not get down again. The wind is less, but still there as a factor. And so think about this rally. Where does he want to serve it? What does he want to do if he gets the ball on either side of his body? Goes down the middle. And Jay Devilliers with a great scamper to get the drop shot, and then that was pretty.
Very nice job of getting on the outside of the ball and pulling it cross court from Jay Devilliers.
Oh, and that sails deep, and oh no.
Wow.
Jaume says to him, no, 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 and that ball lands. Oh my, at 8-7, he has to catch it and give it back. But he gets a gift back. That is a very hard point to play. When an 8-7 in the third, you caught a ball that was in.
And didn't even waffle at all. Just hit the ball right back over.
Yeah. So that goes away. Rough swing at that one. Yikes.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was maybe looking 2 and then changed to 1. But either way, a pretty bad mishit from not a return with that much pace.
Okay, so this.
It's your call.
This is a unique match, and I am very much enjoying it.
Sorry, I'll recall. 9-7.
Oh. Okay.
Side out.
Boy, just couldn't quite get around it. So that's a ball I've seen him make a lot, but that's when he's at full health.
Yeah, footwork there, too tight to the hip, and that's clearing your body. That's all footwork.
How in the world did he make that after a very unlucky bounce off the tape?
Yeah, to go inside out slow, kind of from his Adam's apple. Yeah. It was like from his, right up by the neck area, and that's a tough break from Jay as that ball kind of sat up.
9-7. Side out.
So Devilliers was in deep trouble.
Yeah, and Jaume kind of going with the fadeaway angle, tough, high degree of difficulty, couldn't come up with it.
7-9.
Wow. Just holding on for dear life was Martinez Vich, but he does get a mistake.
Yeah, and how many full stretch volleys? 5 or 6 throughout that point. The man does not have the wingspan, but the man can cover the kitchen.
Another chance to get to 10 here for Martinez Vich. And Devilliers took a step to the forehand and got beat, and we are at match point.
Match point, sorry.
Just deep on that one. Another firefight at the kitchen between these two.
And that's the hardest crash forward we have seen from Jaume Martinez Vich. Just missed.
Point.
Oh, and Jay just said he doesn't want it. Okay, here we go.
18.
No way, Jaume Martinez Vich, are you kidding me?
Stop it right now.
This is the most ludicrous shot, maybe, I'm not going to say the history of pickleball, but it's top 5. What in the world at 10-8 in the third just happened? And no one loves it more than him, obviously. And that sails deep. So after a ball that Jay could have put away anywhere, went back at him.
18.
Devilliers returns the favor on running Martinez Vich all over the court, and now he's got a chance to tie it at 10. What looks incredibly awkward over there, but he's finding some relief from it. Will he force extra pickleball here? Backside of the paddle, but that sails well deep.
Side out. Match point.
Another chance to finish this off.
10-9.
And he does it. Jaume Martinez Vich wins one of the best singles matches you would ever see, fights through the pain, and wins it 11-9 in the third. What did you love, Adam?
Well, I'll tell you right now.
Jaume Dave Fleming with Adam Stone here. Congratulations on an unbelievable victory. Dude, you're laying on the ground at every timeout. How in the world did you get that done?
There is only space for one pretty boy in the tour, so that's why. Basically, I don't know. My pain kind of comes and goes. I forget about it, and then I do a long point, and it comes back. It's here and there. So I just forget about it sometimes. And then when I get the time out and I'm like not thinking about anything, then I think about the pain and it hurts. That's how I am.
So, hey, Jaume, great job out there. Adam Stone here. And I was wondering, when you're not quite 100% physically, what kind of strategy tweaks or differences do you put out there in your game?
Well, honestly, I think it's like it's more mental for them because they know that I'm not 100%. And then at some points I cannot play, and then I can play, and it's tough mentally. I played before against injured players, and I also have a tough time doing that because you don't know when he's going to run, when he's not. And I have good drive, so it just, I don't know, yeah.
Jaume, ever since you came on to the tour, you have been a fan favorite because you're an entertainer. Is this your personality off the court too? Tell us where this comes from, because the fans were cheering you on. They wanted you to get to the end and win this match.
Yeah, I'm out the court in the morning, at night. I'm just like this. I cannot even drink caffeine at all. It's just I don't sleep if I drink a normal Coke. So yeah, I just can't stop. I have a lot of energy.
Well, that energy paid off. You played through the pain and won a very entertaining semifinal there. Congratulations. Good luck on Sunday, and thanks for taking some time.
Thank you.